Hello and welcome to Success Tips Global. It's January the 10th, 2023, and it's a great pleasure for me to speak with a highly accomplished writer and environmental studies scholar, Miss Shiori Fukuhara. Welcome to Success Tips Global.
Yeah, thank you for having me here. Thank you.
Okay, I know that in the last few years, you've been outside of Japan.
Yes.
Where exactly have you been?
Yeah, I've been in London, the UK. I've been there for past 1 year to study there.
Okay. And what were you studying?
Yeah, I studied climate change at master's course at UCL. So yeah, it's a master's MSc climate change and studying the climate science or yeah, whatever.
Okay. And what got you into it? Why did you like this kind of program?
Yeah, I'm always interested in climate or environmental science. My major in my undergraduate degree was environmental science.
Okay.
So it's really connected, and I wanted to focus on climate change more specifically.
Okay.
And this course was so intensive in climate science. So I thought this course was the best fit for me. So I chose it.
Well, it sounds like an interesting course. Were there any challenges associated with it?
I'm sorry, can I ask you something?
Were there any challenges? Was there any difficulty for you?
Yeah, actually, I faced many difficulties there. As you may know, I am not a native speaker, English speaker. So the first challenges I have was, of course, English. The English, especially listening, was a difficult part for me. Maybe because of British accent. In my education, generally, we got an education based on American English. And maybe because of the accents they have are really a bit different, and sometimes native speakers speak so fastly.
Right.
Yeah, and the other point was academic weight of studies. So I needed to do write academically, like I mean academic essays.
Yes.
So I needed to know the way of study in an academic field, and it's not what I didn't used to. So yeah, for both sides, yeah, I didn't have any good experiences. So yeah, I faced many challenges.
Okay, so apart from the academic part, when you arrived in UK the first time, were there any other difficulties?
Difficulties. As soon as I got there, I started my study at university. So most difficulties I have there was related to academic fields. So yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. What about making new friends?
It's not very easy for me, actually. In my course, I had some course mates.
Okay.
And yeah, but yeah, in a classroom, it's not very often I can talk with many other students. And yeah, it's a master's course, so and it's just a year, 1 year course. So there's no so many chances to have a chat and like get along with each other.
Right.
There. Yeah.
Okay. What about if you had some holidays, were you able to travel around a little bit?
Actually, while my study, I mean my uni study, I was always tied up with my coursework, so
Wow.
I couldn't find any chances to travel or go somewhere for holidays. But after I completed my course, so last November and December, I
Right.
traveled to some areas in
Oh,
England, actually in Paris as well. So
okay. Are there any places you would recommend to others?
yes. In England, I can recommend Lake District.
Okay.
It's northern part of England, and which is so popular for tourists because it has so amazing natural sceneries. It's it's famous for their lakes and forests.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have some calm mindset and have just feeling for relax. So that's nice, I feel.
Okay, so let's talk about the time before you went to the UK.
Yeah.
What were you doing in Japan?
Before I went there, I was a writer or journalist in Japan. I worked for a publishing company and writing environmental topics for my paper. It's a specialized weekly paper, and I was one of the writers there. So mainly reporting and sometimes interviewing someone and making a coverage.
And how long did you do that?
9 years in total.
Wow. Okay. And so how did you prepare for such a career? Because I haven't met many Japanese writers. So maybe you are the most famous writer I've met in Japan. Yeah. How did you prepare for that career?
As I said, in my undergraduate degree, I studied environmental science. So I wanted to do something in this field when I graduated the uni. So, and the choice was writing environmental issues, working for some magazines or papers, something like that. Actually, for writing, I didn't get any specific trainings or something. I just did that like on the job training.
Okay. Okay. And during those 9 years, were there any high points, highlights of, for example, interviewing somebody famous or highlighting a very important issue? Were there any such moments for you?
Yeah, the best I remember in my 9-year career was reporting on COP21. It's one of the most famous environmental events held in Paris in 2015. I really, really wanted to go there and report the historic event there at that time. So I just volunteered. I mean, yeah, and I just realized, yeah.
Okay. And where did the idea come for you to go and study abroad?
Role I can do with one Japanese journalist there.
Where did the idea come for you to go and study abroad?
Yeah, So in 2015, after I reported on COP21, I went to Paris. So I met a journalist from the US, and so this man recommended me to study abroad to know further about climate change, and yeah, there should be more opportunities abroad. So yeah, that's my turning point in my choices.
Okay. And how easy was it to find the right school for you or the right program?
In my, so what I wanted to do was climate science, and it's so specific. So in this field, there's not so many courses. So choosing a right one was not very difficult, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
And before you left for the UK, how did you prepare yourself?
For the preparation, mainly what I did was IELTS, English study. Yeah, because IELTS and English abilities are not so easy for me to improve at the time. So yeah, mainly I only focused on English. Yeah, after I got required score for IELTS, I could start the study of my expertise in climate science. Yeah, but before that, yeah, for most of them are English.
Okay, so let's get to know a little bit about your background. Where did you grow up?
I was, I grew up in Kobe and Nagoya, two places. And before I got 9 years old, I was raised in Nagoya. And after that, I moved to Kobe. So yeah, so like around 10 years in Nagoya and around 10 years in Kobe, like that.
Okay. So what do you remember from Kobe or Nagoya? What was the life like?
Yeah, both of them are one of the biggest cities in Japan. So the life was not very different, I feel. Yeah.
Okay, let's I understand that in Japanese elementary school, sometimes you belong to some circles or groups. Did you belong to any such clubs when you were?
Yeah. Yes, when I was a student at junior high and high school, I belonged to art club. I I've always loved drawing and painting in my childhood. So yeah, for the clubs, yeah, I did such drawing and painting as well in my school life.
Okay. What about university experience? I've heard some Japanese people say they had a lot of fun in university. What about you?
What kind of things you imagine so
Well,
fun?
I remember talking to one student. She said when she was in university,
Mhm.
she only did barbecue. She
Oh.
didn't study very hard.
Oh, that sounds so fun. Yeah, but really unfortunately, I had no such um exciting experiences. Yeah, I am not so outgoing actually.
Mhm.
I've always been a kind of a quiet girl and kind of introverted.
Right.
So love reading or painting by myself. So yeah, even in my uni time, I couldn't have such a fun experiences.
Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about the future. What is the way forward for you? What are your plans?
Yeah, so now I'm considering what I can do, what I want to do after I complete my uni study.
Mm,
So yeah, now I'm doing a job hunting
mm.
both in the UK and in Japan.
Okay.
So yeah, what I want to do the most is climate modeling, which
Mm,
is my expertise. Climate modeling is something which enables you to do climate projection. So
mm,
you can project the future temperature or future precipitation
mm,
by analyzing uh, lots of data.
mhm,
So yeah, such a analyzing kind of job is what I really want to do.
mm,
But this field is really niche. So yeah, I'm not so sure.
mm,
Yeah, but that's what I want right now.
mhm. Okay. So you have successfully gone abroad and studied and completed your program. So what advice would you give to people who might be thinking of doing the same thing?
Yeah, I actually don't want to push anyone to do something because I feel when the right time comes,
Mhm,
yeah, you know it. So, um, for me, going abroad to study was not very easy
mm,
and taking much time and
mm.
tremendous amount of money actually.
Right.
um, and in the course during the course study, you needed to um, be immersed into this study, and yeah, there's a really hard work there.
Mm,
And so maybe this opinion is could be different depending
mm,
on the person, but for me it's not just easy choice.
mm,
So yeah, but if you really want to do something, if
mm,
you're so passionate about something, yeah, you find a way in the light, I mean, when the right time comes.
mm, mm.
So what I can say is you don't need to rush.
Right.
Yeah, maybe
Mm,
you, if you really want to do something like this, you just need to prepare um, anything by
mm.
yourself and wait for the right time.
Okay, so my final question is, do you feel you made a good decision by studying in the UK?
It's actually really, really difficult question for me. Yeah, but yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Mm, mm,
because um, I really wanted to do this. I couldn't help but doing this.
mm, mm,
at the time when I decided to go there, do this. If I didn't make this decision, maybe I will regret my choice in the future. So yeah, I needed to do this for myself. Yeah. So in that yeah, it should be a right choice.
And the climate is maybe the most important thing right now. So I think you are in the right field.
Yeah, I really hope so.
Okay, so thank you so much for taking this time. And I know you are going in a few days, right?
Yes, yes.
So have a safe trip and let's keep in touch.
Yes, yes, please. Thank you.
Okay, bye for now.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Everett.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, see you.